Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue, and today is June the 25th. And I've got news about cats all around the world. You can go to bigcatrescue.org/news, click on the photos or the links, the headline links, to read the rest of the story. There's an article here called Exotic Animal Sanctuarians Race the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I've read that one. That's a really good one. Roaring Earth, a Canada lynx climbs up a truck to look at a human. I watched that video. That was pretty amazing. Tiger cub found dead in Bandipur Tiger Reserve. Poaching of Malayan tigers down to almost zero in Royal Bellum Park. What a year of freedom looks like for former circus big cats. That's Animal Defenders International, and I would absolutely recommend checking that out. Shaquille O'Neal's $400 million net worth and reputation were at risk after appearing at Joe Exotic's Tiger King Zoo. And this is in the sportsrush.com, but he has a long history of hanging out with these animal exploiters, dating back to, I'm thinking, the 90s, that he was hanging out with David McMillan, who was a tiger trainer and a lion trainer. And the reason I knew about David McMillan is because PETA had reported him for beating a lion and showed me a video of him beating a lion in a transport cage to subdue him for training purposes. And I spoke out against both him and USDA because USDA said, oh, that's just standard training practices. And he was hanging out with that guy. And so, I don't know. He needs to be called on the carpet for his choice of friends. Comox cougar encounter caught on video. This was in Vancouver Island, and that truly was a cougar. And then there's another report in Oklahoma, a man saying he thought he saw a cougar on his property, and he was insisting it wasn't a bobcat. I'm pretty sure he's right that it was not a bobcat, but it wasn't a cougar either. I'm guessing from the ringed tail on the cat that it was probably some hybrid serval savanna cat, Bengal cat, jungle cat cross. Mountain lion surfaces again in central Bismarck. COVID caged. 5 big cats get their second jab of the COVID virus vaccine. Couple rescue abandoned baby bobcat left on their porch. Yeah, it's easy to see how they look like little tabby cats. Sometimes people make that mistake until they start showing their true bobcat colors. Video shows bobcat hunting for food in Coquitlam. 4 nabbed for allegedly selling tiger cub. This was in Thailand, I believe. And then there was another one that said owner of Tiger Zoo among suspected wildlife traders in the Bangkok Post. I'm not sure if those were related or not, but a lot of that going on. There's another one here that I'm not sure if it's the same one. Tiger with 18 human kills. Dudhwa ramps up efforts to catch big cat. That was in India. And then up here, there was a later one in Uttarakhand tiger that kills 7 in 6 months, finally trapped, and that was also in India. Final zoo regulations to be presented in cabinet in coming weeks, says parliamentary secretary. A lion cub's 2,000-kilometer journey across Europe to a better life. Colorado mountain lion shot with a beanbag. Bravest girl on earth, girl attacked by cougar, helps wildlife researchers. Big cat killed crossing Las Virgenes Road. 5 Siberian tiger cubs born at Six Flags Great Adventure. Listen, people, as long as you pay to see cubs on display, then there are people who are going to exploit that. They're going to take your money from you and give you what you want with no concern whatsoever as to what becomes of those cats. 20 years in prison because you want to see a cub? Just stop it. Mountain lion conservation petition could make Texas Parks Wildlife Department's agenda trapping and hunting, because they are not going to stand for anybody telling them that these animals have a right to live in their homeland. I have much better news from our coordinator reports. Lauren Buckingham on June the 20th says, another great Monday. Emma started the day with AM meds and supplements. Feeding and cleaning was done with lots of time for projects, food prep before lunch. Behind the hospitals and behind food prep was weed-eated. The last bubble in Chaos the Caracal's cage was finished, along with the roof patches and spray painting. There is just one patch that needs to be completed tomorrow, and it will be done. Cleanup started on the bank of Priya Tiger's enclosure by the platform and skimming the lake for lily pads. It wasn't finished, but a good dent was made in it by interns Susan and Fred. We spray painted some more in Summer Bobcat's cage, and finishing touches will hopefully be done tomorrow for her to move. Bonnie made blood sickles and cleaned the enrichment cabin. Susan did PM supplements, and Brittany finished off the day with PM meds. Bonnie helped the interns with chores, and we all made it out right as the rain started. That's it for me, says Lauren Buckingham. Cat Like Cap on June 21st said, breezy, gorgeous day today. Fred hit it off with AM meds and supplements as Misty took care of the in-diet supplements. Lockouts were done by the trio of Brittany, Susan, and Barbara. Small cats were fed by Susan, Misty, Jordan, and Barb, while Stephanie, Brittany, Fred, and Ryan gave the big cats their breakfast. Lauren helped out, put some finishing touches on Summer the Bobcat and Chaos the Caracal's enclosures. Jenny came in to give a tour and help around the gift shop. Food prep was done by Miranda as cleaners went out. Small cats were cleaned by Vanessa, Kat, Misty, and Ryan as Fred, Barb, Susan, and Jordan cleaned the big cats. Before and after lunch, the interns helped clean up Priya Tiger's side of the lake. The daily blood sickle and enrichment cats were done by Susan and Fred. Everyone had a chance for some well-deserved cat time afterwards. Susan took care of the PM supplements and Ryan did PM meds. Thank you everyone for the beautiful day. Couldn't have done it without you. And that's from Cat Like Cap. And the last one is from, nope, not the last one, next to the last one, but the last one for Jordan. Jordan Elaine on June 23 says, last Thursday coordinator report from me. Thank you everyone that came out on my last day. It has made every Thursday a blast and I will miss all of you. He'll be back in October. Today I got kicked off with, he did not get kicked off. Today got kicked off with Marie doing AM meds and MJ doing AM supplements. Lockouts were done by MJ, Susan, Mark, and Barbara. The small cats were fed by MJ, Ryan, Misty, and Emma, while the big cats were fed by Mark, Barbara F., Marie, and Susan. While the feeders were out, Kat took care of the rehab bobcats, and Vanessa, Kat, and Miranda fed and cleaned the rat cages, grabbed some trash from the party house. After the feeding containers were cleaned up, the cleaners went out. The small cats were cleaned by Cat 5, Susan, Cat 1, and Misty, while the big cats were cleaned by Mark, Barbara F., Marie, and MJ. While cleaners were out, Emma, Ryan, Miranda, and Vanessa weed-eated Funcation. Once a majority was done, Ryan and Miranda went and started putting dirt on top of roots around the enclosures. Before lunch, the roots are a huge tripping hazard, and so they have to be recovered from time to time. Before lunch, keepers worked with their operant conditioning cats. Once everyone was filled up with delicious lunch we went back out. Susan and Marie did the daily enrichment and blood sickle cats. Emma, Ryan, Vanessa, and Miranda split up and cleaned the gift shop and did food prep. Mark and Brittany continued working in rehab cages 1 and 2. Cat 1, Cat 5, and Misty continued putting dirt on roots. Susan did PM supplements. The day ended with Cat 5 doing PM meds and interns doing PM chores. Thank you, everyone. You are all rock stars. And that was from Jordan Elaine. And the last one from 16 hours ago was from Afton Tassler, who said, I took over coordinating for Lauren G. after about 11. Barbara Ann, Mel, and Lisa joined the interns today to take care of the cats. After lunch, Priya Tiger's lake bank was cleared out, and it looks absolutely incredible. And it does. Make sure you take a good look next time you are in. While that was going on, Jordan joined me at Mouser's new cage, where lots of hog ringing and patching took place. Ryan also, I hope we get that finished today. Jordan joined me at Mouser's, Ryan also helped me when Jordan left to do meds. I am hoping to get more work done on that tomorrow. We didn't say goodbye, but see you later to Jordan on his last day of internship. Thank you for all of your hard work and dedication, and a huge shout out to our current group of interns. You are all so fun to work with, and I am so proud and impressed with all of your hard work and positive attitudes. It may have been hot, but Big Cat Rescuers are rock stars, and we power through it. Thank you for a great afternoon. And that was from Afton Tassler. You can join us on social media everywhere. We are Big Cat Rescue everywhere, except Snapchat, where we are Big Cat Rescuer. And we would love to meet you on any of those channels. Also, there are 2 really important films you can help us with right now. The Conservation Game is now available streaming on iTunes. And if you rent that, we're trying to get to the #1 spot. We went from less than 200 on the chart to #2 last night by getting everybody to rent the conservation game on iTunes. And we'd love to make it to #1, so that would be fabulous. And then tomorrow, Sunday, June 26th, the Tiger 24 film will be playing in Portland, and I will be doing a live Q&A, and the live Q&A will be at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and even though Portland is way ahead of us, but that's when I have on my calendar. So if you live in Portland and you want to see it, go to thelivingroomtheaters.com and pick the showtime in Portland and be sure to see that important film. Thank you, everybody. Mwah.